Salam sejahtera, hello and welcome to my next lecture in Agricultural Entrepreneurship course code of AES 3033. Let me start my lecture by giving you a scenario. Mr. Ali was a new kid on the block in organic farming of strawberry in Cameron Highland, Malaysia. He was very enthusiastic in the beginning, but after a certain period, he found out there are many things that he was not aware of in terms of marketing aspects for his strawberry. So what happened was this gap was the cause of his downfall, and he eventually closed his business. So this scenario shows to us that marketing is a unique knowledge that every entrepreneur should learn and practice. Therefore, in this lecture of mine, we are going to learn about agricultural marketing and its related issues. Okay, there are 9 objectives that we are going to learn in this lecture. The first objective is we are going to learn on the purpose of market segmentation, and followed by the importance of selecting new targets in the market. It is also important for us to understand and to be able to describe the importance of positioning any company, or especially new companies' products, on benefits rather than its features. Branding is also one of the objectives that we are going to touch in this lecture. This is followed by components of marketing mix. What are the marketing, or what are the factors that we are going to learn in marketing mix, and followed by core product versus an actual product. Yeah? And for the 7th objective, we are going to touch on contrast on cost-based pricing versus value-based pricing. The 8th objective will be advertising, and this includes public relations. And the last objective of this lecture will be the advantages and disadvantages of selling direct versus selling through intermediaries. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the purpose of market segmentation? In marketing, we have to know who are our consumers and how will we appeal to them. It is very wise to know all these 3 steps in marketing our products. And there are: 1, we have to segment the market. 2nd, we have to select a target market. And thirdly, we have to establish a unique position in the target market. This diagram that I'm showing you right now illustrates to us a step-by-step approach in market segmentation. It is very important to all of us to remember that in market segmentation, one needs to know one's product, and then who wants to buy our product, and they should be similar group of consumers. Okay, so once we know, or once we identify our group of consumers who will be interested in our products, then we have to shift to another step, which is we select our specific group, and then we strategize in positioning our firm among the targeted customers. All right, it is very crucial, yeah, to do market segmentation, as this involves studying a firm's industry so that we are able to determine the needs of the target markets, especially in your particular interest, yeah, in your particular industry. Okay, markets can be actually segmented into a number of different ways, including product type, what's the price point, and also from the customer's point of view. For an example, yeah, let me show you a segment where one can actually segment an industry. Okay, what we can do is let's segment on an aquaculture industry by product. Okay, what we can see here is what I'm trying to to share with you is that aquaculture is a fast-growing food industry in Malaysia, and it can be actually segmented into 4 main products. Okay, those products are hatchery. Okay, in hatchery we produce fish fries, and the second segment that falls under aquaculture industry is the production of table-sized fish for us to consume. Yeah, and it can be produced under the cage or even pond culture. Another product that comes from this industry is the production of live feed culture, which is the production of feed culture for small fishes and even for big fish. So this is an example that we can quote, that we can use in segmenting the aquaculture industry by product. We can also use the same approach for agriculture. So once you segment your market, it is important for you or for any entrepreneurs to choose your target market so that there will be assurance of sustainability of that business. Yeah? Okay. This is to ensure that the market is always attractive, and your firm will be capable to conserve it and to serve it according to the needs of the consumers. For example, today everybody looks for organic food, and organic food is, as what I mentioned earlier on, is that it's one of the most highly sought for food among consumers. The next step forward is to position your firm, your product, and claim your position in the market circle. Yeah? So a firm is able to, who is able to establish a unique position in its consumer's mindset will enjoy actually a big spillover effect, and that will draw attention to 3 or 4 more products attributes from your product itself. One strategy to successfully position your firm is to establish a tagline that is to associate your firm in the market. For example, one tagline that is famously used by the Ministry of Agriculture of Malaysia in promoting agriculture products is agriculture is business. Therefore, at this point of time, this tagline has successfully been used by many entrepreneurs, and indeed it had created millionaires in Malaysia. Let's look at this product attribute map. Right, this matrix is an example on how you can actually map your position strategy among your rivals. The y-axis defines range of amenities provided, and while the axis y or axis s defines degree of specific needs of the clientele. So in short, what we must do is that we must ensure that we sell benefits to our potential consumers or even clients. It is very, very important to position benefits of products rather than products or services given by the firm. This is due to positioning of products is less effective. When we sell the benefits of our product or services, we can actually accumulate trust from the consumers, because the first thing that we have to know is that consumers are always right. Consumers would want to know what is good for them in terms of health, wealth, etc., etc. Therefore, it's very essential to look at their needs from the consumer's point of view. Let me give you another example of selling benefits from an agriculture product rather than just selling the product's features. If we look at this photo that is showed right now, it shows two types of tomato. One is organic tomato and one is GMO tomato. Yeah, the buzz line of agribusiness now is organic. We go organic. So definitely, when I ask you, or if I ask you, which tomato do you want? I'm very sure that you will go for the organic tomato. Right, consumers' awareness on food safety today drive producers to switch to organic planted products. Okay, now when we talk about organic products, the traditional approach of selling organic tomato used to be, our tomato is an organic grown product from our very best, from our very own garden, and we are the biggest producer in this area. However, ladies and gentlemen, today this approach has been changed from selling benefits, okay, and it has been changed into these tactics. Okay, one of the tactics will be our tomatoes are homegrown products planted by using only organic fertilizers. So prior to sale, we ensure that we comply with local government guidelines in producing organic products. So if our tomatoes are certified under ISO, and once if we get those certification, we can actually claim that our tomato, is actually free from pesticides, free from any probable carcinogen, free from any neurotoxins. Therefore, we can claim that our tomato, the organic tomato, has none of those, as I mentioned earlier on. So how does a firm establish a brand? Okay. On a philosophical level, a firm must have meaning in its consumers' lives. It must create value, something that consumers are willing to pay. Yeah. On a more ethical level, brands are built through a number of techniques, including advertising, public relation, sponsorships, support of social causes, and good performance. A firm's name, logo, website design, and even its letterhead are part of its brand. So in other words, a brand is a set of attributes, be it negative or positive, that people associate with your company. It should also contribute positive attributes like trustworthy, dependable, or easy to deal with. It may also sometimes, it gives negative attributes which are cheap, unreliable, or even difficult to deal with. So good brand creates loyal consumer. So this is very important for us to remember, since it's the most valuable asset in marketing. So once we establish a brand, the company must continue to monitor the integrity of their brand. What is the meaning of a brand? A brand brings a lot of meaning to a firm. It is a symbol of promise, guarantee, and pledge to consumers that it delivers only quality products. It also illustrates the reputation of the firm that promises their expected performance and a presentation of credentials. In addition, the brand marks the trust and reduced risk practiced by the firm. It is also a collection of memories, and most importantly, it is actually a handshake, a handshake between a company and its consumers. Ultimately, a strong brand can be a very powerful asset for a firm. For example, as we see here, we can see Ajinomoto. This world-known brand, that means the essence of taste, has been long recognized for more than 98 years in Japan. Today, Ajinomoto seasonings and oils are staples, yeah, of the Asian kitchen. And it is a Japanese brand that is the current most trusted source of processed and frozen foods. Firms to enter into co-branding. It is a technique that companies use to strengthen their brands to enter the co-branding arrangements with other firms, right? So co-branding refers to a relationship between one or two firms where most firms do promote one another. So other products co-branded with Ajinomoto or associated with Ajinomoto is hondashi or flavor seasoning in the ready-to-eat pack gyoza and shumai in USA. Now, we already understand the importance of the market segmentation, target consumers, positioning strategy, and we are also able to develop our own brand. What should we do next in marketing? We must look at the marketing mix that comprises of 4 P's, that's product, price, place, or distribution, and also promotion. As for product, these are goods or services a firm can offer to its target market. There are several challenges faced by all new firms in marketing new products, such as the product can be an unknown product to the market, and it is not easy to market a new product in a competitive environment. Yeah? So some startups meet this challenge by using reference accounts. As for price, which is the second P, it is amount of money consumers are willing to pay to buy a product. Yeah? The price of a product determines acceptance from the target market. Right. For example, harum manis. It is a high or very high quality mango which is planted specifically for quality and for high-end market in Malaysia. And that significant positioning of harum manis as a premier product in the market suggests the high premium price for harum manis. A firm is required to organize relevant activities to introduce the advantages of its product to its target market. And this can be done through promotion. Yeah, promotion is actually actually common activities that entrepreneurs use to promote their products and services. Yeah, promotion can be done through advertising that actually targets to make people or consumers aware of a product and services in the hope that we as the firm or we as the entrepreneurs are able to pursue them to buy that product. There are advantages and disadvantages of advertising. Yeah? As we look at this slide, these are the advantages of advertising. In terms of advantages, advertising can raise consumer awareness. It can also explain the benefits of a product, and at the same time, it can relate the relationship between the product and the lifestyle of consumers. However, there are disadvantages that we will face or we may face along the line of marketing whereby or advertising, whereby when we do advertising, it can cause low credibility. It can also cause a high possibility of not attractive to consumers. And the worst scenario the worst scenario will be it is costly. Let's look at these slides. This shows the steps in making advertisement. There are 6 steps in making advertisement. Yeah, And if we look at it, step one is that we have to identify the purpose of the advertisement. We have to know what are the main purpose or even more purpose that we expect our advertisement to achieve. This is followed by the second step, which is to determine the target market. Who do we want to see? Who do we want to see our ad? And followed by, we have to select a medium. What type of medium that we are going to put up our advertisement? Do we want to use television, radio, or even newspaper? And next will be the fourth step, which is we have to create the ad itself, whereby it is we have to create an ad that is appropriate for our audience and the product. And also, we must remember, money walks the talk. So it is important that we look at the budget. How much budget are we prepared to pay for our advertisement? Step 5 is to select a place and time for the ad to appear. Okay, we have to choose. We have to find out where is the suitable location to put up our advertisement. And the sixth step is that we have to fulfill expectations from the people. We have to make sure that we have enough product on hand, or people to take the orders if our advertisement is successful. Ladies and gentlemen, effective marketing also requires good public relation. So it is actually a practice of managing spread of information between an individual or an organization, such as a business, government agency, or even a non-profit organization, and especially the public. Public relation is also a cost-effective way to increase the awareness of the products of a firm. And this can be established and maintained, then can be established and maintain a company's image with the public. However, public relations strongly requires human soft skill, that links with potential consumers, and this may not be paid directly compared to promotion. These are a few public relation techniques which we can use, which can be used by firms or companies. This can be done through newsletter, media coverage, even press conference or press release. And one, as what we know right now, most of us are internet savvy today. So we can actually use the internet, or we can use blogging as another strategic way of doing effective public relation. Last but not the least, it's important for us to know and to remember that word of mouth is still considered as the most powerful public relation practice since ages. There are several promotion techniques. First, promotion technique that we can actually apply in marketing our goods or product is the guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing involves the application of multiple techniques and practices in order to establish a direct contact with the consumers. Okay, and one of the goals of this interaction is to have to stir an emotional reaction in the clients, among the clients, and the final goal of marketing using this strategy is to get people to remember brands in a different way than they are used to. The technique actually involves flyer distribution in public spaces to creating an operation at major event or festival, mostly without directly connecting to the event, but using this opportunity. But there is a challenge with if we use any guerrilla marketing. campaign. Yeah? So the challenge is to find the correct place, the correct time to do the operation without even getting involved in legal issues. Another promotion technique that we may be able to apply is we apply the viral marketing. It is another strategy that you might think of applying in promoting your product. This is a technique that uses pre-existing social networking services and other technologies to try to produce the increase of brand awareness of your product, and at the end of the day, we hope that we can achieve our marketing objectives. As it is named after, it also replicates like virus. So, as I mentioned earlier, viral marketing replicates like a virus. One would have to admire this method, as it has a way of living in secrecy until it is so numerous that it wins by sheer weight of numbers. It also piggybacks on other hosts and uses their resources to increase its tribe. So in the right environment, virus grow. So if we use this concept, it also grows exponentially. So please remember that a virus doesn't even have to mate. It just replicates again and again with geometrically increasing power, doubling each time. The last marketing mix factor which we should remember is place. It's a distribution of products. So where do you want your products to go? Normally it is a movement of your product or firm's product from one place to another place until it reaches the consumer. In marketing, the first choice a firm has to make regarding distribution is whether you want to sell your products directly to consumers or through intermediaries, such as wholesalers or retailers. So within most industries, both choices are actually available. So decision typically depends on you, on how you want or on how you believe you can reach your target market, and then they are going to buy your products. So if we look at this market chain, we learned that there are two different chains of product delivery. First, products are sold and delivered directly to consumers, and we call that direct selling. The second chain is called selling through intermediaries, and it has lots of bus stops. So goods are delivered to wholesale producer, then retailer, and lastly it will reach the consumers. So these steps will definitely take time, and then more time to reach the consumers, and it is actually costly to reach the end product, to the end consumers. So we have come to the end of our lecture on agricultural marketing. I would like to wrap up the important points that you must remember at your fingertips. Okay. First, market segmentation should be done before you go for market entry. Second, you must select your target market to ensure sustainability of your business. Thirdly, please do not forget to position your company's products on benefits rather than features in the market. 4, you have to establish a brand for your product. 5, understand the marketing mix that comprises of product, price, place, distribution, and also promotion. 6, you have to make sure that you advertise your product to the market. 7, practice good public relations. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you understand the features of agricultural marketing strategies and its contributing factors to make your business a successful one. Thank you, and have a good day.